Hi friends, hope you're all doing well. Okay, so today I thought I would share the MRI results with you. Okay, so if you remember, I put a video a few weeks back sharing my MRI experience, and today I thought I would share the MRI results with you. And more importantly, the kind of mindset I had when I was going to hear the results, as well as the mindset that I had after I heard the result, and the lesson that I learned throughout this experience, and the state of mind that I'm currently in right now. Okay, so I heard the result on Friday. So this is after 6 weeks of seeing the ortho, 4 weeks of after 4 weeks after taking the MRI scan. So there will be two minds, right? So when I was going to see the results, I mean, when I was going to hear the results, okay, so one mind is telling me that there should not be anything, okay, it should be absolutely normal, right? The other mind is telling me that there should be something, right? So that is why you are not able to resume your activities, you're not able to, play badminton, you're not able to jog, you're not able to run. So there should be something there. I think it is very important to know what is actually going on. Okay, so this is kind of a battle between one mind and the other mind, right? So with this state of mind, I approached the I mean, receiving the results, and the ortho was sharing the results, and he said, Kasim, there are many good news. He said that your meniscus is fine, your ligaments are fine, cartilages, those things are fine, but unfortunately there is a fracture in your kneecap. Okay, so he delivered that result. Okay, so and then I was thinking, oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting this news. Okay, so I was praying that nothing should happen, but unfortunately this happened. Okay, so the other mind is telling me that at least now after 6 months you now know what is actually going on in your knee. Okay, so after that, right, all those thoughts started to flow through, right? So all the negative thoughts, as a normal human being, right, all those thoughts will go through. So the thoughts, when I had the injury on the 1st of October, I went to A&D. Okay, and the nurse checked my knee, and she said everything looks fine, you haven't done any major damage, it is just a bad sprain. I specifically asked the A&E nurse, can you take a x-ray, right? And she completely dismissed that, saying that x-ray would only reveal some issue with the bone. Okay, you don't have any issue with the bone, you have only sprain, and if you take rest it will be fine, right? And then I went to physio, right? Physio also checked everything, and she said nothing is wrong, and she continued. I mean, she asked me to do some physiotherapy, which some of those physiotherapy I should have never ever done. Okay, but I did that, and when I went back to physio and said, I'm having pain when I do that, she said just push through the pain and it will be fine. Okay, I was wondering, at least the physio should have said that, okay, why can't we take an x-ray and find out? Okay, so she didn't say that, right? And after that I had an ortho appointment in Feb. Okay, and even the ortho did not suggest an x-ray, because MRI takes quite a bit of time and the results will take quite a bit of time. Ortho did not even recommend x-ray, because x-ray would have been quick to find out what is actually going on. Even ortho did not say. So as a human being, right, all these negative thoughts, what if this would have happened, what if that would have happened, so all those thoughts will go through in your mind, right? And then as a religious human being, as a spiritual human being, then all those positive thoughts will come through, right? So I was thinking, how, I mean, even when I went to A&D, there'll be so many patients who will go to A&D with so many injuries, right? And A&D don't have the capacity to do x-ray for every single person who is going through, right? So it is not practical for that nurse to recommend that, right? I was kind of giving an excuse for that nurse. And then physio, I was thinking that, right, so physio did all the check. One of the checks she did was she actually pressed into my knee, and I wasn't feeling any pain. Okay, so that's a surprise, right? So had I felt pain, she would have thought, okay, there is something going on in my knee, and she would have recommended an x-ray, right? So there is nothing, I can't really fault her. And even ortho, when he did all the check, even he pressed my knee and I did not feel any pain. So had I felt the pain, he would have thought, okay, there is something going on with my knee, and he would have stopped. Okay, so I was giving all those excuses that, okay, so I mean, things happened, okay, because it has to happen, isn't it? And also throughout the month of Feb, right, I was doing 10K steps every single day. I was walking 10K. I was feeling some discomfort, but I was just pushing through, because I took the advice from physio to kind of push through the pain. Okay, so there are so many things I should not have done, but I did. Okay, so that is the current state, right? So one of the biggest lesson that I learned out of this whole process is, right, when something of this happens to yourself or to someone else, right? I mean, I pray that nothing happens, but if it happens, okay, I think the most important thing is to take an x-ray or to take a scan and find out what actually is going on, okay, before we approach the physio, okay, because physio, although they do all the checks, they can't actually check what is happening within, right? So I think it is always better to take an x-ray or a scan and find out what it is, then approach the physio, so that the physio can actually recommend the right physio exercises to do, right? So that is one of the biggest lesson I learned, right? Now looking ahead, okay, so I was thinking, okay, what are the positives, right? Because being a spiritual person and a religious person, right, I strongly believe that whatever happens in our life happens for a reason, and the creator has got a plan for us, in order for anything to happen in life. So I was thinking, if my injury was diagnosed properly, okay, I would have possibly returned to playing badminton maybe in December time, which meant, right, I would not have explored some of the abilities and the potential that the creator has given us, right? So I started putting all these YouTube videos and Facebook videos only in January, right? I would not have explored that had I resumed playing, because there is no time to kind of pause and reflect and think about what other things you can do, okay? So I'm really thankful for that. And now I'm thinking, from a timing perspective, right, this is the best timing, okay, in the sense that, so this is the month of Ramadan, where we as Muslims fast, and one of the benefits of fasting is you give an opportunity for your cells to repair, okay, because you're not taking too much food and drink, so which means that your body is resting, and therefore rather than focusing on digestion, it can actually focus on repairing the damaged cells. So I was thinking, it is a perfect timing, because the next 1 month I can't do much because it is Ramadan, right? And secondly, I was thinking that now the summer has started in UK. Especially in summer, it is good that if I spend a bit of time outside, okay, so I can get vitamin D from the sunlight. And vitamin D, as you know, it is important for the body to absorb calcium, right? And calcium is one of the important ingredients to kind of strengthen your bone. So I was thinking, from a timing perspective, it is summer, and if you can see this surrounding, I was spending about half an hour outside to take my daily intake of vitamin D, and hopefully it will help with my absorption of calcium. And thirdly, and more importantly, I was thinking that if my wife says, okay, Kasim, do this, do that, or if my kids say, okay, daddy, do this, do that, then I can say that no, I can't do anything, because my ortho has asked me to rest completely for the next 6 weeks, so I can I have some excuse, okay? So I'm looking at those positive things, and I think that should be the right state of mind. And the reason for sharing this is, if something happens to anyone like this in your family, someone, I mean, it should not happen, but make sure that you do the right diagnosis and then approach the physio. And also in life, everything happens for a reason, and the creator has given this situation to us because he wanted us to explore other things in life. Okay, so I think this should be the right frame of mind, and also think, not worry about what has happened, because whatever has happened, okay, so nothing can be done about it. So I think it is important to focus on what we will do going forward, okay? So I think I'm in the right frame of mind. But the most important impact for you is, since you are my friends, right, you don't have a choice. you have to be listening to my videos, okay? And I mean, you don't have a choice, because you are my friend, okay? So with that, let me close this. Okay, take care, friends, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Okay, thanks, friends. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.